This week on Beacon Web News.
And so I'm not undocumented. I'm reporting this as I hear it from them. But a notion that that you have to be constantly paranoid and that you can't trust.
We sit down with Emmy award-winning journalist Maria Hinojosa. Then we run to the finish line at the Sam Gomez race. And MCLA welcomes potential students at the first open house of the semester. That's coming up next on Beacon Web News. Hello and welcome to the October 17th episode of Beacon Web News. I'm Julia Texera. Last week, as part of the Hardman Lecture Series, MCLA welcomed Emmy Award-winning journalist Maria Hinojosa, and BWN's Karina Matera and Erica Lucia had the chance to sit down with her.
I don't need you guys to get older before you own your power. I need you to own your power now.
Every year, our campus has a journalist visit campus for the Hardman Lecture Series, hosted and supported by the Hardman Family Endowment. Last Thursday, MCLA had the honor of introducing Maria Hinojosa as the special guest lecturer. Hinojosa is an Emmy Award-winning journalist who was one of the very first Latinas in newsrooms across the entire country. At the lecture, she spoke intelligently about topics such as immigration challenges, woman empowerment, mental health, and her role as an influential journalist.
And I see it as part of my role and responsibility to talk about things that feel uncomfortable, that maybe you're saying, why is she talking about that? Because this is what I do. This is my civic duty, actually. Part of my civic duty is creating that space for dialogue and sometimes making you feel a little bit uncomfortable.
I had the honor to speak with her during the MCLA College Roundtable before her lecture about the mental health aspect of the immigration situation at our border.
I think it's very important, like you said, you have to say those words of what's going on. It's not just separation, even if it's like not the easiest thing to take in, it's what's going on and like in our country and what is happening. So I was just wondering if you could talk more about that for a bit.
You guys are asking such great questions. So mental health is it's one of my soft spots. I like talking about it because I'm very public in terms of understanding how much of a challenge it is for women, for Latinas, for immigrants. It's a real challenge.
She touched upon statistics about Latinas being the #1 group for attempted suicides in America, and in general, how immigrants live their life in fear.
All immigrants right now, the targets are on our backs. So it's not like we feel a lot of safe spaces to come and say what we're experiencing.
For Beacon Web News, I'm Karina Matera.
With the election coming up in a few weeks, now is the perfect time to join the Political Science Club, who will be meeting on Thursday, October 18th in Bowman 217 at 7 p.m. For more information or future events, like them on Facebook at facebook.com/MCLA Poli Sci Club. The Student Activities Council, SAC, will be selling tickets for a trip to the Great Escapes Fright Fest on October 18th from 3 to 4 p.m. in the Campus Center Marketplace. The trip will be on October 27th, which is just in time for Halloween. The cost is just $5 and dinner is included. Speaking of Halloween, for this week's edition of Take Note, Andrew Balargian gives his advice on creating your own Halloween costume and how to avoid offensive costumes.
Having a tough time coming up with an idea for a Halloween costume that isn't something generic? Sure, we have a lot of Grim Reapers, Jack-o'-lanterns, and Super Marios at the average Halloween party or at trick-or-treat. Doing something different can be fun, but please don't be that person who finds some tacky $20 Native American costume set on Amazon and just clicks buy now. For as sexy as you might think it just looks ridiculous and you end up being offensive as well. If you'd like to avoid looking like a total idiot when you deviate in costume selection, I have a suggestion for you. Ever read a good book? Play a good video game or listen to some good music? There you go. There's some perfectly reasonable alternatives right there. Now last year, I went to Boo Bash on campus dressed as a video game character. Granted, it was from a video game I can practically guarantee nobody on campus has ever heard of, but at least I didn't think it was funny or cool to throw on a tacky mustache, crappy hat, and an ugly sweater and try to look like a stereotyped Mexican for 4.5 hours. There are plenty of costumes, affordable ones that won't offend people or make yourself look stupid that are on the internet. If your budget is too low even for that, there are still options. Now, there aren't a lot of mummies out there, but if you have enough toilet paper and don't mind using it for the occasion, you can definitely stand out among the crowd. Just hope it doesn't rain on Halloween. I'm also quite fond of this horror doll costume I found one day on Reddit. I happen to be a fan of play on words, so I think this serial killer outfit here is creative. If you're looking out for the kids, don't fret. Kids are not going to be as particular as us in the adult world may be and are likely to find something which suits them fairly easily. But if this doesn't happen, though, please don't be that guy who brings the kids to trick-or-treat as Mary Jane or something that's generally adulterated. Kids, especially younger ones, won't understand who or what they're representing. Now that's the type of stuff that would have me on the phone with Child Protective Services. If you even think about doing that, you're a horrible parent or older sibling, hands down. In short, Halloween is a great time to dress up abnormally. Just don't be deliberately and blatantly stupid about it. And please, don't be a complete jackass and go blackfacing or dressed as a Nazi. Both of those are so ludicrously offensive and so out of touch with reality that you deserve to get told off for doing it. Don't do it. Please just don't do it. Thank you, and make sure to view Beacon Web News next week for another edition of Take Note.
Williams College hopes to see you at their Milham Planetarium on Friday, October 19th at 8 p.m. The planetarium is located in the Old Hopkins Observatory and will be hosting free shows given by Williams astronomy students for the public each Friday. Reservations are suggested and required. For more information, contact Michelle Reck at 413-597-2188 or mcr4@williams.edu. Blackington Union Church is hosting its annual bazaar on October 20th, 2018, beginning at 10 a.m. Come out and enjoy this holiday season with homemade baked goods such as brownies, cookies, and foods. There will also be Chinese auctions, raffles, crafts, and so much more. This bazaar will be held until 2 p.m., and you are invited to hang out and proceed with a luncheon that includes both homemade soups and sandwiches. Don't miss out on this bizarre event. Last Thursday was National Coming Out Day, and many events were held throughout the day to celebrate people coming out and embracing who they truly are. BWN's Victoria Weichel was there to observe the occasion.
October 11th, 2018 marked the 30th anniversary of National Coming Out Day, when over 100 activists met in Manassas, Virginia, 25 miles outside of D.C. The date was chosen for the second national march on Washington for gay and lesbians' rights occurring 1 year prior. The day became known as National Coming Out Day, a day for living openly and raising awareness for LGBT+ rights.
Today, we met up with IGE in the Campus Center for National Coming Out Day.
MCLA's IGE celebrated in the Campus Center Marketplace with a table and door. Students were able to come out of the door to show their pride and support and find out more about IGE. We talked to IGE members about the importance of National Coming Out Day.
National Coming Out Day is a day where people in the LGBT+ community all collectively decide that they'll come out if they weren't comfortable before. This is a day for many people to get together and share their identities with other people if they're still in the closets. And I think it definitely is important to have something like this since many people are afraid of coming out in the first place. So having a holiday where people can do it together makes it a little bit easier for people to finally get that closure.
It's an opportunity for people to, be who they really are rather than not, and it's a great way to kind of galvanize that effort to say that, all right, this is who I am, this is who I'm supposed to be, and I'm not going to deny it. Like, it's great. It's a great day. It's a great day for people who are ready for it. Yeah.
It is important to me because I am a part of the community, and a day like this, I know how hard it is for people to come out of the closet. It was hard for me, and having a day where people can do this collectively gives a sense of unity and a sense of closure that is necessary to help some people actually get the word out.
IGE is an on-campus resource creating a safe place for LGBT+ students located in the Amsler Campus Center, room 321. Beacon Web News, I'm Victoria Weichel.
Fall Family Weekend is here, with events taking place from Friday, October 19th to Sunday the 21st. All family members are welcome to take part in SACS events, ranging from sports games to Zumba sessions. Whether you attend a production of She Kills Monsters or visit the carnival for a chowder fest, there will be fun and games for all. The time is now to vote for the Room of the Year. Students and families can vote for their favorite room by visiting facebook.com/MCLA-RPS and selecting the 2018 Room of the Year photo album and liking their favorite rooms. Voting ends Sunday, October 21st. Flu season is here, and on October 24th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., make sure to stop by Bowman Room 217 to get your flu shot. Walmart's pharmacy will be providing the shots, and co-pays may apply depending on your health insurance plan, so make sure to bring your insurance card too. Last Saturday, prospective students and their families had the chance to visit MCLA during the first of many open houses to be held throughout the year. BWN's Andrew Strout was there for all of the fun and excitement.
This past Saturday, MCLA held an open house for prospective students to find out if this school is right for them. For MCLA, this is a chance for potential students to engage in the campus community with the academic and club fair held in the campus center gym. All clubs were welcome to the event and were able to interact with the students.
I'm planning on sitting there with a friendly smile on my face, and hopefully students will come over. You know, we haven't had anyone yet, but I don't think we're smiling hard enough.
During the fair, visitors were able to have small group discussions with admissions ambassadors about topics such as the history of the school, the community of the Berkshires, and what academic classes the school has to offer.
All of the clubs and different departments on campus, like the Women's Center and all the academic departments and RPS, like everyone just kind of comes and gives a little basic introduction as to what the school is and what we offer.
Professors from all departments were also present to talk to visitors about the classes they teach and the many opportunities and internships that MCLA students are offered. Once the fair ended, tours around campus were given to the prospective students and their families to show them the dorm buildings, academic halls, and the Centennial Room.
I think it looks like a nice little school. I've been pretty impressed so far. My son Lucas, he's interested in English, so I'll be quizzing him when we're alone in the car.
If you are a high school student who wants to know if MCLA is right for you, the next open house will be on Saturday, November 17th. For Beacon Web News, I'm Andrew Strout.
After heavy rainfall last month, many roads in areas of Adams were seriously damaged due to flooding. There are questions on how the town will pay for the damages, so the Adams Finance Committee recommended that extra tax dollars go into the repairs. Many townspeople are upset with this proposition, especially due to the asking price of $2.5 million in a town that has just over 8,000 residents. The town meeting to confirm this decision will be on October 25th. Thursday, October 25th at 7 p.m. in Murdoch 218, Galen Nielsen will address the public about energy storage / resilience in microgrids as part of the Van Nuys Environmental Lecture Series. In a time where energy use and climate change are heated topics, MassSec strives to create a clean energy economy. Nielsen's work in the past has focused on green affordable housing. Now he leads a team while being the Senior Director of Innovation and Industry Support at the Massachusetts Clean Energy Center. Last Sunday was the 41st annual Sam Gomez race, and BWN's Ali Tino was there at the finish line.
Runners, take your mark. I'm here for the 41st annual Sam Gomez race, where people of all ages have stepped up to walk for a noble cause. Back when MCLA was still North Adams State College, Dr. Sam Gomez founded and chaired the philosophy department. The annual race that takes place in his name strives to highlight his activism and love of running. Past beneficiaries have included the National Alliance on Mental Illness, Berkshire Food Project, and the Boys and Girls Club. Jennifer Munoz, the program manager of Growing Healthy Gardens, was delighted when SGA reached out to her.
The Growing Healthy Garden program started as a nutrition program, and it helps to teach people how to grow vegetables and herbs and edible flowers to improve their nutrition. I have two different components. One is a school component, so we have gardens on the grounds at different schools in North Adams, and I also have a community component where in a lot of the different neighborhoods in North Adams I also have gardens there.
In order to prepare for this massive event, Salim Enigmas, SGA's executive vice president, began planning way in advance.
We really stressed on publicity this year, and you could really tell there's a great number of people that showed up. Pre-registration was one of our highest numbers in the past couple of years, and a lot of people showed up to register the day of. So that's what I was looking forward to most.
The organization that they chose this year is a wonderful, wonderful organization. Running itself, I decided I just wanted to do something. I know I've been running all summer, and this was a kind of a good way to wrap up my summer running, just like a nice little event to say, yay, I did it.
It wasn't just North Adams residents who made the trip to walk for Sam Gomez. Dave Hall of Pittsfield was excited to take part in this event.
It's a great race. I've probably been doing this race for 15 years, and it's a great track. They do a great job. The chili is fantastic at the end. I love it. But it's a lot of fun. A lot of friends come out and do it.
Not only were full-fledged runners in attendance, but those of all ages and furry friends alike.
That's probably my best time in 10 years, but I've been running well this year. I was hoping to have a good time. It's a good course for me. Mile 2 is downhill, so I push it up mile 2, and I had a good run. I was pretty happy.
It's a beautiful day, so it looks like it's going to be a great day for a race. So thank you so much to SGA for putting this together. It's a really big project, and you can see that they've got it really down pat. It's perfect.
Thank you to all who came out and ran for the Sam Gomez race. For Beacon Web News, I'm Allie Tino.
Anyone hungry? Get ready to dine and die with Sachs Murder Mystery Event on Friday, October 26th at 6 p.m. Come to Sullivan Lounge dressed as your favorite person, whether real or fictional, in order to have dinner while solving a deadly case of whodunit. Tickets for Greylock Works Masquerade on October 27th are available online at eventbrite.com. Tickets start at $25, and attendees must be at least 21 with an ID. The dance starts at 8 p.m. and features choreographed lighting by LG Migzawa and music by DJ BFG. Speaking of choreography, for this week's club feature, BWN's Erica Lucia hit all the right moves with Dance Company.
MCLA's dance company shares great interest in all different styles of dance. I am here today at rehearsal where general members and eBird members share with me their thoughts about this semester's dance company. Emmy Razabala is not only a senior dance company member, but is also on the eBird as co-president. Emmy shares with us the dances she is participating in this semester.
I'm in like a sexy, sassy jazz piece, I'm in a hip-hop piece, and then I'm in a Afrobeats piece.
Taylor Scarver enlightens us on what her dance piece is about this semester and why it is important to her.
My dance is about just being confident in yourself and empowering yourself and other people. It's a hip-hop piece, so I just want people to feel comfortable and let loose.
The Secretary of Dance Company, Alyssa Reno, also shares what dances she is in this semester.
I'm in a sassy jazz piece, I'm in a hip-hop piece, I'm in a contemporary piece, and I have a solo.
On top of being in those 4 dances, Alyssa shares with us what she's excited for in the upcoming weeks, along with other dance company members.
I'm excited for all of our amazing dancers to show off their talents.
I am excited for, of course, our show November 9th and 10th.
Well, this is my first time choreographing, whatever. So I'm just excited to see how it turns out.
An ongoing theme within dances this semester is the topic of owning who you are and being confident in yourself. Dance company members Talia Torres and Madison Vincent shared that they hope these dances can not only affect the dancers, but the audience as well. Catch Dance Company's fall performance November 9th and 10th in Venable Theater. From Beacon Web News, this is Erica Lucia.
Saturday, October 20th, there will be a high-energy performance from Sharif Keys and The Groove at Mass Mocha. Sharif Keys and his band, The Grooves, are a soul and R&B group. Keys is inspired by James Brown and Wu-Tang. This performance will take place up in the club, so make sure to bring your dancing shoes. This starts at 8 p.m., but get tickets soon as seats are limited. RPS will be accepting room change requests for this room change period until Monday, November 5th at 8:30 a.m. They conduct room changes the first Monday of every month. Make sure to fill out thoroughly the paperwork and return it to RPS. You can find the room change request form on the MCLA website with the dates of room change listed. For more information, contact Diane Manning on Outlook 365. Shanquelle Dennis gives us the inside scoop of what's to come for North Adams from last week's City Council meeting.
The Massachusetts state elections take place November 6th from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. There are 3 state-specific referendum questions. The first involves limiting the number of patients nurses are responsible for at once by type of unit. The second question establishes a constitutional committee that will propose a constitutional amendment to establish the fact that corporations will not have the same rights as humans. The third question adds gender identity to the list of prohibited forms of discrimination in places of public accommodation, resort, or amusement. A yes vote would approve the proposals in January, and a no would either make no changes to existing laws or reject Proposal 1. The North Adams Public Safety Committee proposed a motion to keep the gun range open. The committee believes it is in the best interest of the city for the gun range to remain. For over 50 years, it has stood at its current location, and the number of gate key holders to the range is consistently at 82. Some gate key holders are offering to help with the stress of insurance, since it was not insured for the residents. Many people supported City Council's decision. However, others raised concerns about noise, lead contamination, and the cost-benefit given the small number of those using it. Councillor Cohen sparked a conversation about a lack of healthy food options in the West End neighborhood. Many residents do not have easy access to transportation. The 2 closest markets are over a mile away. Residents are forced to go to the only nearby convenience store, which has limited healthy options. Those without cars are forced to use public transportation, walk, or bike to get their groceries. For Beacon Web News, I'm Shanquelle Dennis.
That's it for this week. To stay up to date with BWN, you can follow us on our official Facebook page at facebook.com/MCLA BWN. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.